turn it into something. And then I showed it to him. He's like, that's perfect. Like, we'll take it.
I saw that shirt many times.
One of my favorite stories that Ziggy ever told me, it was one of Barrick. I think maybe your first drummer, but it was this kid that he was like a real fucking pretty boy, right?
Oh, I know exactly. Yeah.
And you guys went out. I think it was your first tour that you went out on, and you were like, you're not gonna believe the stories I'm gonna tell you about this kid. I was like, why? He's like, when he gets out of a shower, he doesn't use a towel. He sits in front of an oscillating fan and dries off that way. And everybody's like, we got to go places to dry off so we can get going. And he's like, no, bro, using a towel is like bad for your skin.
Yeah, you want
and
to
shit.
exfoliate. This is 100% legit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Barricade was all fucking huge meathead, ding-dong, drunken
And him.
fools. And then this guy that was like somewhat
him.
jacked and had like this weird like swoop haircut.
He's still got it.
That's kind of like how I felt
does
in
not-
cross-check, because they were all ugly dudes. Except me.
Pat yourself on the back, mister.
I mean,
Very humble. of you.
let's call a spade a spade. I mean, it wasn't hard to pull ahead of
It
the
was just
pack
funny,
in
like-
that band.
He sits in front of an oscillating fan for like a good 30 minutes.
Well, the only reason we were even staying in hotels, we didn't have the money to stay in hotels on our first tour. We were getting paid like $50 a show. I'm running up credit card debt
You're in the hole
because
every
this
day.
fucking kid refused to sleep on like floors.
Jesus.
So he did one tour with us. We came home from that tour. We literally fired him the day we got home.
Good.
And was that when you got, what's his name, Jay?
That's when we got Rich, which Rich was another funny story. You probably don't even remember Rich.
You guys went through fucking people.
We had 25 members between bass players and drummers.
Whoa.
It was me, Schwank, and Tommy, and 25 other people.
I didn't know there were that
I
many
haven't seen
drummers
Tommy
available.
Forever either.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tommy in years.
Did you ever know Josh Tacos from Delaware?
I don't think
Well,
so.
he was one of Barricade's biggest fans because for years, if I saw him at a show, he had his Barricade hoodie on.
Love that.
Every
Hopefully,
show.
I'm sorry, Josh. If I don't know you, maybe I know you.
He's sick, but like it was his uniform. He wasn't going to a show without his Barricade
Fuck
hoodie
yeah.
on.
I was one of those people, because as a bigger guy, only so many bands like printed big guy merch. So I had, I think, maybe 6 band shirts when I was in Dead and Buried. I had like a Pride Kills shirt, a Slumlord shirt, and like 3 or 4 others, and that's it. So you saw me
get
in
it.
one of those shirts every single time.
Do you want to hear a Pride Kills story?
I think everyone had that Pride Kills Ty Cobb shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They gave it out.
we played with Pride Kills in PA. They must not have remembered it. Like a year later, we were down in Texas playing with them in Austin at this fucking amazing club.
Yeah.
And the singer comes up, dumps cocaine on our merch table and goes, "You're friends with our friends from PA. Welcome to Texas," and just walks away. And I was like, this is going to be an awesome night. And then he played that entire set in a jockstrap.
Tight.
They shot fireworks off in the club. It was like a Bad Luck 13 show. There was like trash cans and tables getting thrown. It was fucking amazing
yeah.
seeing
Texas.
Pride Kills in Texas.
Yes. I remember I played with them at Pat DeYoung's basement.
Dude, shout out Pat, man. That was a great fucking
Yeah.
night.
And then
People were grabbing shit just like hanging in his basement. I just remember people getting whipped with fishing rods.
yeah.
And
It's so expensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone
They don't feel good either.
No.
like Tommy Boy threw his fucking water heater
Yeah,
and broke
flooded.
it.
Oh
and
my
yeah,
God.
and like it was fucked up for a minute, and then people fixed it, and the show went on.
I think it was one of the dudes from Pride Kills, the guy who works on a fucking oil rig.
They all work on an oil rig, I think.
Probably
Yeah.
They're
that
all
makes the
roughnecks
most sense.
down there.
Yeah.
I just remember once the water heater got fixed, Pat was just like, "Cool, like let's
Yeah.
just keep it going. Then might as well." Like
I was in a band.
point of
for-
no return now.
I was in a band from Texas for a little minute, and our singer was a roughneck too. That's funny.
I was like, they had explained to me because I remember they were like, yeah, we can only tour like 3 months out of the year. We can only play like shows around. I'm like, why? He's like, well, because the other like 7 months or so, we're out in the middle
They're
of the
working.
ocean. I'm like, people actually really do that? I'm like, wow, that
Yeah.
fucking blew my mind. But those dudes were a good fucking time.
Great time. Great
Yeah.
band.
It was probably the same tour. You play with them, we play with them. It was them in
Damn, I missed
Scare
Scare
Tactics with a K.
Yeah. We met up with you on that tour. Because weren't you
Probably.
out with Will to Live, or not Will to Live,
Will-
Strength and somebody from Texas?
Strength, Will to Live,
Yeah, it was Will to Live. All right.
and Folsom.
Yeah.
And Folsom, this is back in the day. They had problems with some people, some places,
Folsom
some
everywhere.
piss up a rope.
somewhere. So they didn't do all of it
Yo,
if they were there.
Folsom from Vegas. Vegas is
Yeah.
really crewed up. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
But they were a great
Yeah.
time, but they're like, oh, we can't do that one. We can't do that one. We're like, so the ones they couldn't play, we got to be like the fill-in guys. I was like, that sucks for you, but this is cool.
What the fuck was that one Vegas venue that was like outside
I
of?
never
Oh, it was
got
in the
to-
junkyard.
I never got to play
It
Vegas.
was in the junkyard.
What?
That
It was. It had some
It
name.
was the Hammer House.
It was something like that.
Yeah, that was their place.
That was their
yeah.
place.
The bass player of Folsom booked the show, and that show was all crewed up. I was like, wow, this is a very peaceful show.
Yeah, Vegas went hard.
This is great.
I think the only time I got to play with Folsom, it was somewhere in Ohio in that band.
Shout
Under
out
One
Justin.
Flag played,
Yeah.
and it was a great time.
Yeah, Vegas. The Vegas show was. There was.
I
Like
never
a
got
little-
out that far. To Vegas.
There was a skate park in the house or some shit.
yeah.
I might have two venues mixed up. Never mind.
Barricade did a run of East Coast shows with Folsom, and they had so many weapons in their fucking van because they were so scared like people were gonna come get them the entire tour. But it was a great fucking time. Those guys were a
them
riot.
and the Texas bands were like in our area we had the bands that drank a lot, the bands that smoked tons of weed and shit, and then those were the bands that had tons of blow on them at all times. We're like, I thought that was like for like adults. Like, what are you guys doing with this shit? Like, you guys are younger than us, and you
Well,
have
you
like
guys want like real drugs.
Yeah.
They have the disco drugs.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, I was like, let's go get drunk. And they're like, we gotta do you one better. I'm like, oh fuck, no, I'm good. Not me, man.
I kept in touch with that dude Justin for a few years, but have fallen off since.
They're doing Spirit World now. They're killing it.
Yeah.
Oh, the rest
Dressed
of
in
them
the
are.
singer, the
Fucking
singer from
weirdos.
Folsom is the singer for Spirit World.
Yeah,
right?
and the guitar player for Folsom's a
Okay.
guitar player.
Yeah.
This the bass player of Folsom sings for Wrist Meat Razor.
Really? That
Justin.
stinks.
That's why I ran into him at a show. I was like, Justin? And he was like, yo. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, I'm in this band. And I was like, oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. That's a weird shift.
That's one of those bands where I'm like, I know exactly what this band's gonna sound like before I put it
Oh,
on.
yeah, they dress
And
the part.
And I put it on, and I was like, yep.
Yep, confirmed. I remember a tour. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Irrelevant Literate Podcast.
Oh, we're on?
Yeah.
Total-
We got with us my old friend Ryan Ziggy Ziegler from the band FLIPSIDE
I
from
gotta stop
Philadelphia,
doing this.
Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming down.
Yes.
Appreciate
One
you
of the
guys.
first tours I remember you guys doing, I booked it in Delaware. It was you guys, Die Hard, and Kingdom.
Yeah.
X Kingdom.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And Kingdom had
The only
this
one.
little kind of short bus looking thing that ran on like corn oil.
Yes.
Vegetable. Yeah.
Every stop that I saw them on, they
They broke down.
made a huge deal about showing people that this thing ran on this oil. They made a big production out of taking the jugs of the oil out, filling it. And we're like, we fucking get it, guys.
We
get it.
did
Did it smell like movie popcorn?
everywhere they went. It smelled
yes.
like French fries.
Fuck yeah.
That's so sick.
We went to the West Coast and back with them on that tour.
Did it break down
That
every
band
single
broke
day?
down every other fucking day, and they didn't know how to fix it. So like, I would be fixing it, or like one of my buddies, or like wherever we were stopping on tour would like help it fix it. It was like beyond me, and it was like, why are you guys doing this?
Reduce
Like,
your carbon footprint,
It's
obviously.
such a detriment.
It is.
It's a fucking hole.
But they made it thing, and because I remember they had a little Krishna guy on bass, who was just like would skip around the show, and then he'd just make a big production about putting the oil in there. I was like, all right, man, we get it.
You know what's funny now is their guitar player, who was like small dude, this dude Ty. He is fucking jacked now and like this insane martial artist. Like, there's very
Of
few
course.
people I wouldn't want to fight.
Yeah.
He's high on that list. But then I think back to like 07 on this tour, and I'm like, never saw that coming.
Nah,
Never saw that coming.
Hey,
Well,
it's the little guys who get picked
I never
on.
saw this coming.
What's that?
You and me used to be
Well,
NBS, dude.
I'm still fat.
NBS.
I'm just real strong.
Yeah, but then you got fucking chest and arms out the fucking yayo.
Well, that's what happens when you exercise.
Eh,
Remember what we were on about last
Yeah,
week?
weren't we having this discussion last week?
I got an exercise bike. I'm proud of it. You guys can suck my ass.
I
That's a
was
start.
saying, if he actually lifted weights, he would be fucking. He'd be dangerous.
Quickly.
I don't want to get jacked.
Why?
I just want to lose my tits.
What do you think happens when you work your chest out?
I've just been, I'm on my bike. I
was
got my
like-
injection.
I was like, he needs not the resistance bands. He needs the springs.
The old school springs.
I'll use 'em.
The
Jazzercising.
first thing I suggested to you was resistance bands.
He did. They're
One
about
of the main,
$10.
here's why. One of the main reasons I wanted to lose weight, so it'd be easier to wipe my ass.
Definitely.
If I get jacked up arms, it's still going to be difficult for me to wipe my
That's
ass.
not true.
I'll
I wipe
buy
my ass
I'll
all
buy
the
you a
time.
bidet if you start
He
exercising.
won't accept it. Don't even bother.
Hey man,
I'll
I can
break
pay
into
for
your
my own-
house and
I can
install
pay
it
for
while
my
you're
own
sleeping.
shit. I can pay for my own shit.
I mean, I have
Also-
a bidet. It's pretty sweet.
Also,
Two.
baby
Listen.
steps. Baby steps. I've just started on this little journey. I'm not going to instantly become a fucking gym rat. Maybe in time I will. For right now,
Yeah, but maybe if you
I'm happy where I'm at.
maybe if you gradually like tighten up
Yes,
naturally by
gradually.
working out while
Gradually.
you're taking your meds, you won't get that saggy fucking.
no, it's going to happen.
Are you on the semaglutide?
Yeah, I'm on the Wegovy.
So you got to work out with that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you lose bone density.
That's why
I'm gonna harass you now.
That's why I started doing the walking and the exercise bike.
But you got a resistance train. You gotta. It's literally in the literature. I'll nerd out on this shit.
Oh god damn.
You gotta resistance. You don't gotta lift like crazy heavy or nothing, but
Yeah.
you got a resistance train on that stuff.
Because I'm
You can do body weight stuff at your house. You don't even need to use any like equipment.
He won't do that.
I will have to get like the skin removal surgery and shit like that. So I will have
Maybe.
to tone it up.
Maybe you will.
No, I definitely will. Because I was way too fucking big. 438, baby.
I was up there.
Yeah. And now,
Where you at now?
right now,
Yeah,
344.
It's
Nice.
awesome.
That's
insane.
very low.
Yeah.
Yes. But I still look like shit because I got this fucking trash bag, like empty fucking skin gut going. It's fucking annoying. And then I found out I had a fucking stomach hernia. Didn't know about that. Now it looks like I have a fucking alien coming out of my stomach. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's what's up.
I was telling them, I was like, we were talking when we were telling me you're coming on the show today. I was like, yeah, he's fucking jacked now. I said, you remember the old bumper stickers that used to be in the back windows of trucks of the Bad Boy Club?
I don't.
You don't remember the Bad Boy Club? It was like a dude flexing on the back. It said Bad Boy Club.
yeah.
Oh, with the flat top
Yeah,
type
Yep.
If you
hair?
gave him a flat top, he would look like the Bad
You
Boy
know, I had a
Club.
flat top for a minute. I went through a cop phase. I got a flat top for a hot minute.
Jesus. Now you had the volunteer firefighter mustache.
Listen, I mean, I was a fire chief at one point.
You were.
I was.
Nice.
He's
Ironically, now I'm not a fireman anymore, and I got the mustache.
He was going through all the village people at one point.
Listen, yeah,
Cop,
I didn't do the Indian
firefighter.
yet. I don't want to appropriate.
The
I have a
Your
yellow
culture
hard
is not
hat.
your costume.
That's not.
I have a yellow hard hat in the basement.
Dude, hard hats are so sick. Like, yeah, I will eventually start doing like actual working out, but I won't be doing like the tire flipping, deadlifting stuff.
I like how you went overhead press for deadlift.
I don't know, man. That's the one you start at the knees, pull up.
It's on the
It's
ground.
from the
Yeah.
ground.
All I know about deadlifting well, I rode the bus in high school. We had a retarded kid on the bus. Chris Corso, shout out. Great dude.
Deadlift fucking
He
415.
450.
Jesus.
450.
I was kidding.
Like Special Olympics, he was like this shit at deadlifting.
Fuck yeah.
And this was a kid that would fall asleep on the ride home from school every time.
Hell yes.
And his head was constantly, with the motion of the bus, just smack the window. I'm like, this kid, like, the fact that he could just like lift 3 of me at that time, not now, was fucking ridiculous. I was like, God damn it.
It's fun.
It's probably had a huge dick too. Just fucking. Some people get all the luck. What can I say?
Listen,
What can I say?
got to give him something.
You got. It's true. I always thought about that shit.
It's like create a player.
Yeah.
Like you can only give him like so high of a score in every category.
What are your favorite exercise? What are your favorite lifts?
Deadlift. I compete in strongman, so like
Okay.
we do like the stones and the cars, and deadlift's a real big one. Overhead press. So,
Same.
I actually just set.
Deadlift?
We're in Delaware. A couple weeks ago, I set the old man state record for deadlift.
What's
man, are you
what's
even-
old man record?
What are you, 40 now?
Yes, that's the old man divisions,
Oh,
40
really?
and up.
Okay.
Shit.
What's the record now?
700 from
Fuck.
axle.
Fucking
So
hell.
no bend in the bar.
The only thing I know about current deadlifting is I like watching those videos where the girls pee themselves while they do it.
I coach. I coach
Yeah.
strongman, and I have a fucking squad of jack chicks. I have become so desensitized to chicks just pissing
How often does that happen?
almost every heavy session.
Oh man.
Like, do
I thought it was like an anomaly.
No,
Do
no,
they
no.
like prepare for it? Get some like I don't know, some diapers or some shit, or they just
Just
like
bring
fuck
extra.
it?
Fuck it in the middle of competition.
put out like a puppy pad or something?
Yeah, they just clean up. Like literally, like if you watch the girls' platforms at like the big shows, like if you
Yeah.
go to like nationals and shit or like do pro shows, I mean it's like clockwork. Like they do these crazy lifts, they piss, somebody comes out, they wipe it all up. The next girl goes up, pisses, they come out, they wipe it all up.
Damn,
Like
if only water parks could figure that out.
strongman community's got it down.
It would be funny if like
Yeah,
the strongman community.
I got
just
way
put
too
out
much
puppy pads.
PTSD from working at a water park as a kid, so we don't need to
did?
go there.
My-
I told you that story
I
before.
forgot.
Yeah, that was my summer job in high school, was lifeguarding at fucking Clementon Park.
Is
Wow.
it as bad as we think it is?
So the best payday was picking up morning and nighttime OT for just cleanup, because you got paid double time to just like shock the water, put all the chemicals in, turn everything on, or at night turn everything off, clean up, and you had to clean up some shit.
Yeah, I bet.
Literally,
I wasn't allowed
like
to
you
go
would
to
you would
those.
find like whole ass turds in the lazy river.
I believe it.
But you would also find like, you know, those screw top necklaces that people wore to like pools and water parks to like hold their money.
Oh yeah.
You would find those
That's
With
cool.
the money?
with money in
Hell
it.
yeah.
Right.
So you'd be like, all right, like this kind of evens out a
If
little
it's still in
bit.
the
Like,
screw top, you just rinse that off.
Got this necklace so I don't lose
What's
my
that?
money.
If it's in
Lose
screw
the
top, so you
fucking
just rinse
necklace.
that off, open it up, and have a little treasure.
no, I'm saying you would find the screw top like locked and loaded with
He's not
they're
keeping the shit.
spending
Dennis.
money for the I'm not keeping
He's
the
not
case.
keeping the shit.
I'm just taking the money out of
Taking
it.
the
and
knot
yeah.
out.
You just resell it. I'm just saying.
My favorite is dumbbell shoulder press, by the way.
But I wasn't allowed to go to
a
water
good one.
parks
It's my all-time
because
favorite.
of that exact reason. My mom's like, "No, you're not going to those." And I was like, "Ooh, twist my arm." The closest I ever did, I think it was Dutch Wonderland, had the Fred and Barney log flume.
Tight.
That was sick.
I feel as though they did.
And like the like weird like fake hippos would come up out of the water. It used to be like the back of it. Scared the shit out of me as a little kid.
Well, Delaware had, I think, still has Killen's Pond. Went there
Yeah.
twice, maybe.
I wasn't allowed to do. I also wasn't allowed to go to like we had a lot of reservoirs here, like swimming hole reservoirs. My mom was like, "No, that's like sewage runoff." And she worked for the DuPont company,
Oh, shit, yeah.
so
She knows
it
her
was
sewage.
their-
She knows what's up.
It was their
My mom
chemicals
did
in
too.
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
She was like, "You're not going to hoops. You're not going."
Listen,
You're
we
not,
can't
no, no."
afford
Oh,
any
yeah,
more
they-
brain cells.
They-
Yeah. Come out with like a fucking Quato from Total Recall glowing out of my stomach. I'm like,
They shot hoops down big time. My dad used to try to fish there.
that and people fucking drown in that goddamn place all the
Somehow.
fucking time.
That was actually, speaking to Jimmy Houston, we grew up, we swam in this creek near where we all grew up. It's Perkiomen Creek.
Yeah.
One funniest thing Jamie ever probably did, he's got a three-eyed catfish tattooed on his arm.
Like-
It says Perky Punch, which is what we called the water. Same
Yeah.
shit. It's all
Yeah.
super polluted, and we were just swimming in there
Yeah.
every day as fucking kids.
I would honestly, it builds character. I'm
Yeah, it
kinda
makes
mad
you
that I didn't
strong.
get to do
It gives you a strong constitution.
I
Strong
love-
immune system. If
My
nothing
kids
else.
swim. My kids swim down there now, but it is like way better cleaned up these days than it was when fucking 80s and 90s.
Then your kids come in, they kind of do something stupid. You're like, you know what? You take a week off of swimming.
Just hose them off. Just hose them off.
Take a week off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just put him in the shower and comes out. He's like 10 times brighter. It's nuts. Dude. Your kids just like bumping into the fridge. Like, you know what? Go take a bath. Go take a bath real quick.
There used to be
My
a,
kids are gonna do that anyway.
Yes.
there used to be a fucking quarry up the street here in over the line in Avondale called the Avondale Quarry.
Yeah, I know
ironically.
that.
God, that place
There
ruled.
used to be a good jumping.
Yes,
the
there was
jumping rocks.
there was many, and there was a
Yeah.
shooting range like up the hill too.
I used to go to that shooting range with my
You'd always
dad.
hear people popping off while
The
they were
Avon
swimming.
Grove Club.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know about the Blue Hole in South
I
Jersey?
know of it, but I've never been.
They've been like more.
I've seen many pictures of
They've
it.
been more strict with letting people back there. It's like more heavily guarded now because
I've heard
people didn't take care of it.
I've heard for years. I've heard about it longer than I haven't heard about it. That it's hard to swim there.
It's hard now because people littered so much, so now they're more uptight about just like letting anybody and everybody back there. But that used to be like the spot.
Our spots around here, like it used to be like, it was kind of like even though we were swimming in chemicals, we always had the rules like you don't shit where you swim, so
Mhm.
you don't litter.
Leave
You-
no trace. Yeah.
You could go drink there, but don't break bottles. Throw them
Please.
away. Yeah, so because you don't want, you know.
Yeah, too many
took
people
over
didn't
shit.
get that memo.
Jersey don't have no class though. That's just
I mean,
how you guys
True.
go, man.
Look at our beaches too. Our beaches are fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're gross. It's funny. My mom wouldn't let me swim in like water parks, but we didn't go to the beach. We went to the bay. The Delaware Bay
Yeah.
is the darkest brown water has ever been. It was just like you let me swim in that, but you wouldn't let me go to fucking Six Flags. Like it's the same thing. It's nothing but dead horseshoe crabs.
Smell.
diapers.
Well, that's the smell.
yeah,
The fucking smell, dude.
brutal.
I still remember that smell.
Just that brackish ass water, dude. It's fucking disgusting. We used to like go to spots and swim in spots in PA all the time. There was a lot like Lancaster Way.
I miss the Percy Quarry too. Fuck.
I went there once, and I believe it was honestly with John Bowes
I believe that.
and what's his name, Brendan.
I went there with Tyler Mullen and a couple of friends of his, Russ and Jim.
Class-
we
You
got
remember the first tsunami was outside?
Yeah,
Our best swimming hole was actually next to that park. It was the Lock 60.
Really?
You could jump into the lock, and it was super deep and fun.
wasn't
I
that
remember
the
that
same
show.
venue as Hoods in the Woods?
No, that was Sellersville VFW.
Didn't Sellersville also have a big indoor thing?
Yeah, they had both. They had the outdoor, or no, it was the Forest Lodge. Yeah, Sellersville VFW.
Because there's
So that's where Hoods in the Woods and the Blood for Blood show were.
the really sketchy Blood for Blood.
The real
one.
sketchy Blood for
What
Blood
was
show.
like it was like them Ducky Boys.
It was like 30
that correct?
30 fucking Nazis, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody got beat up.
Yeah. And I kept telling Bobby Johnson, I was like, hey, maybe stand over here, away from those guys. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, all right, man. I think, actually, Strike Back might have opened that show.
Maybe.
That
Nah, it might have been before them.
FSG, wherever they were at that
Probably
point.
FSG.
Yeah. I think, but,
We
yeah,
were we just so Flipside just did that Blood for Blood show in Philly,
yeah.
and I was when Bobby's playing guitar on Flipside, and I was joking with him like we're backstage, and I'm like, I hope this goes better than the last time you saw Blood for Blood, man. He's like, oh, shut up, man.
God damn, like, that.
Always comes back around, doesn't it?
I loved early Blood for Blood, but going to see them, you always like, do I feel like taking the risk? Especially if it was in southern New Jersey or closer west, like South Pennsylvania, but more westward. You were taking a real big risk of just a bunch of boneheads showing up and just ruining a good time.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're just like, do I want? Because I've talked about it on here before. There was a show that I regretted going to. It was Blood for Blood Ramallah, and I think that was like Westchester, Lancaster, one of those two. And it was just,
Many
I was like,
times.
Not even that far out.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is gonna be safe. It's closer to
Yeah.
Delco and shit.
It's
It's
damn
fine.
near the main
And
line.
no. I was like, God damn it, dude.
No, this one in Philly went off without a hitch, and it was awesome. They played awesome. The timeline's fucking broken though.
Boy,
White Trash Rob's up there giving a sober speech like he's at an NA meeting, and I'm sitting in the crowd. Even as a sober person, I'm like, what the fuck is going
what
on?
is he?
He's like, yo, raise your hand if you got more than a year clean. I'm here for you, brother. And I'm like, what is happening?
Jesus Christ!
White Trash Rob is preaching to me about being sober.
I remember jumping on a bunch of dates on a Ramallah tour that they did with Shattered Realm, and I think 2 days before they were set to go out on this tour, I guess Rob had relapsed or something. So it was all the people he had hired last minute to do Ramallah, and then he ended up showing. So it was an all scab lineup. The guy they had hired to play keyboards on the tour ended up singing. He didn't really know the words. He had like a little cheat sheet on top of like a
Oh,
cabinet.
God.
And it went as well as you thought it went. And the one guitar player was the guy from Cold as Life, who's been in jail longer than he's been out of jail in his life.
Checks out.
So he was just like squirrely as hell, just like looking, like had that stare and like, this is just brutal.
Poor guy. That
Oh
sucks.
God, but it was a fun show. But I remember we used to have a running thing, a band we used to clown in Delaware was Boy Sets Fire, because the singer did all these long diatribes on stage about, whatever was on his mind at that moment. And everybody's like, it's so brutal, all he does is talk. And then I remember the few times that I saw Blood for Blood, I was like, this guy's kind of giving him a run for his fucking money. Just a bunch of like just rants that
Fucking
would start
soliloquies.
like talking about how like, I came from the bottom, my friends, blah blah blah. Then would just divert into like the complete like other territory. You're like, all right, man, it's been 15 minutes. You think maybe we can have the second song now? And you're like,
That'd be all
Jesus
right.
Christ. But yeah, that's nice that it went off without a hitch though.
That was good. That was a great show.
Yeah.
Was it Underground Arts?
Yeah, I've never been to that
Thought
venue
so.
before.
I love that venue.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
First time
easy.
we got played there.
It's easy
Oh,
to
this
get
is
there.
Nice as fuck.
Everything's easy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even when we parked, like I went with my wife.
Parking's
and-
great.
Yeah, we parked, and I'm like, this is awesome. She's like, what's awesome? I'm like, I'm not even worried about our fucking car.
Yeah.
Like this is great.
It's not even a bad walk.
No.
Either. Yeah. And as a fat guy, I appreciate the shit out of that.
There's that lot across the street.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say
really parked.
that lot across the street is a pay lot mostly, but I know there's certain days where it was free.
I think Brian Yan used to have it in one of those.
There were, I think,
garages
whenever
around
there was like a Sunday show there, I think it was a free lot.
I've never paid to park there. I've always parked on like 9th and walked over.
And by free, I mean there just didn't happen to be an attendant there,
Yeah.
so I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, just
cool,
drove
I'm
back.
parking here, and
yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy.
I guess it's free today.
Like if you went like after 7, you were just whatever.
That little area of Philly is the best for going to shows too. Like Underground is there, Union Transfer is there, Philomoka's around the corner, and there's another venue too. But you can, I always park somewhere in the area of like 9th and just walk.
I
Never paid.
on that Blood for Blood thing, I always hated when bands would replace like singers. But when I saw like the lineup they're playing with now with Dude from 100 Demons and Force Reality, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
He was
Like that makes perfect sense.
honestly maybe better.
Because
Like,
he's got like
he's
the
got
background
range.
and super heavy and the more oi type shit. So it's like
Yeah, when he would
can-
like sing with Rob,
yes,
it sounded really fucking good.
he could do
And-
both.
Yeah,
Where the
exactly.
other guy could just do the screaming
Is
part.
this the guy who replaced Pete?
No, Buddha. The guy who replaced Buddha.
He replaced Buddha. Pete's the guy who's still in it.
He's the original guy?
No, he's
Okay.
not in the original either band.
Never mind. Don't listen to
Pete
me.
replaced Bruce.
Pete was
in
the
100
second singer for 100 Demons.
and now he's the second singer for Blood for Blood. Always a bridesmaid.
Is this the Shop Shogun guy?
No,
Never mind. Never
he was
mind.
also in an oi band called Force Reality. That was pretty big for a while.
They're still doing good things.
Huge dude. At least he was. I haven't seen him in years, but he was like fucking tall as fuck and just big, mean looking son of a bitch. But yeah, I was like, they announced that's the new singer. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Then I saw the rest of the lineup. I was like, for guys that were so Boston, we're Boston. There's like it's like 3/5 Connecticut dudes now.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay,
Well, the guy who's drumming was the dude who did Satisfaction.
yeah.
Mm.
The guy that was funny because I was like, I was listening to Satisfaction like a couple months ago. I was like, whatever happened to that guy? And then I just ended up like just next thing you know, he's like, oh, he's playing for Blood for Blood. It was like announced on some website. I was like, all right, that's weird. Like maybe you get the rest of the people from Hatebreed that wrote good songs. So add to it. But oh well, I digress. But
100 Demons reminds me. I was thinking about this. Have you ever had a lucid dream?
yeah, I was on Ambien for a while.
Rarely.
One of the best lucid dreams I had is I dreamed I played drums for 100 Demons.
Tight, dude.
It was such a good dream.
Tight, dude. My favorite 100 Demon story, I think you might have been there for this one. This was when Gavlik was in Strike Back, or FSG, one of those. And they were going out on like a weekend tour, and they were going to play Connecticut. And I asked him, I was like, yo, who you guys playing with in Connecticut? He's like, we're playing with this band, we're playing with 1,000 Demons. And
Damn,
Brett,
there's more?
and Brett Naylor was like, no, it's 100 Demons. And he goes, oh, only 100?
Damn,
And like he got like this disappointment in his voice that
He's
there
like,
was
damn,
going to
that-
be as many demons.
that implies the existence of at least 900 more.
Yes, but just
Yeah, they're all in Gavlik's head.
the fucking the disappointment that hit him. He's like, oh, only 100. Like he was so sad about it.
No comma. Oh man.
It was-
Oh
I-
shucks.
That was one of the funniest things I ever heard in my entire fucking life.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember when they got back, Brett was telling me how they left. I think they were gone for like 4 or 5 days, and Gavlik only left with like $40 in
That
his
sounds about
pocket,
right.
and spent it all on beef jerky the first time they stopped, and had no money the rest of the time they were out.
I remember why I stopped touring.
I make the joke constantly that if Gavlik gave me back every time he borrowed $20 from me, I could put one of my kids through college.
I'd at least have a 4-figure sum.
Yeah, like
Yeah. But it wasn't like he borrowed huge chunks at once. It's $10 here, $20 here, 10, 20,
Yeah.
10.
It always
10,
is.
20. Or like, yo, you got a 5 so I can go down the street and get a box of chicken from, or something like that. You're like, all right, yeah.
the thing is, if he's doing that to you at that show, and he's doing that to me at that show,
That's a lot of
he's
chicken.
probably
He's
cleaning
double
up.
He's right.
He's double dipping. What's worse, the can I borrow 10, $20 guy, or the person who just doesn't say anything and just doesn't eat at all?
No, like,
I mean, you're not shaking me down for money, so you do what you want.
no, the passive person. The person's
Oh,
like,
I'm like real hungry.
yeah, it's like, you know,
That sucks.
Or they'll sit there not eating anything, and they look at what you and what you have in front of your plate.
Like, oh,
and they're
that
like,
looks
and they'll
good.
say shit like, "How is it?" And you're just like, motherfucker.
I'll double down and be like, it's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
You should get some. It cost me this much. And like, I want to help out, but it's like, also, I wasn't very great with money back then either.
Fuck, who was?
You would go out for a week, you'd only have like $50 to last a week. You're like, I gotta.
I don't know how I did that. Like,
Dude.
I think back on like going out on like 2-week stretches with like maybe $100 in my pocket, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how did we keep gas in the fucking van?
I learned on the first tour I ever did when I was dating Beth Short. I had to have her Western Union me money because I was out of money.
Ugh.
I worked at a gas station and sometimes money would disappear.
Right.
You know?
It happens sometimes. I
I
heard.
think statute of limitations is
Yeah,
up.
back when you could
That
skim without
and phone cards. I would
Yeah.
just rack out phone cards, bring them with me too.
Barricade definitely survived a lot of our early tours solely because my mother would send us with like cases of ramen. And when we inevitably run out of money, we're like, oh, we can eat ramen. Like we got a hot pot in the van. We just eat fucking
Okay.
ramen.
I
Yes,
was gonna
dude.
say, did you boil it or microwave it? Yeah.
It was
Also,
a hot pot
a lot
in the van.
of gas stations you go to, they would have the coffee pot. They would have the hot water thing.
Yep.
On the
Oh,
coffee
true.
pots you
Dude,
get.
you
gas,
can just-
that's one thing that fucking killed me touring with all the dudes I toured with, no matter what bands. All of them were kleptomaniacs.
Oh yeah,
And I wasn't.
yeah.
So I would be angry and jealous because like they got things that I wanted, but I couldn't steal.
Yeah.
So then I'm mad at them for stealing, and then I'm mad at them for having shit that I want.
I wanted peach
Yeah.
rings. Fuck. I was also the dundering dude that didn't really realize that all my friends were stealing in the gas station, and I was always like picking up the end of the line. I wasn't paying attention, and so if anybody got caught, even though I wasn't stealing, they'd be like, "Your friend's going to pay for that shit," and I had to fucking hightail it.
Yeah.
And me running.
Oh,
is
that happened
just
to me a couple
sad.
times.
I was like, God damn it.
Yo, one time we were in Des Moines, Iowa. Barlow got fucking hammered. It was a shitty show. And the club was so nice to us, though. This is what pissed me off about this. They were like, it was a bunk show, middle of the fucking week in Des Moines, Iowa. There's
Yeah.
like 50 people there. So they're
That's a
letting us
lot.
drink all night for free,
Yeah.
which is awesome, right?
Yes.
We pull up to this gas station, like a couple miles from the show after the show's over, and these fucking two guys from the club on Vespas, like, pull into the gas station after us. I'm like, oh, those guys, I'm pumping gas. I'm like, oh, those guys were at the show. And they, like, come up to the van and like, yo, give us all that fucking shit back. And, like, they're pushing it. I just went into thug mode, like,
Yeah.
fucking fall back while you talking to me like this. And they're like, open up your trailer. We know you fucking stole it. I was like, you ain't going to my fucking trailer. End up sending these guys packing, get in the van. I'm like, what the fuck was all that about? And they're all like,
Oh, motherfucker.
and I'm like, what did you fucking guys do? They ripped off like cases of beer from the back of the bar. Like our trailer was filled with this fucking club's beer. And I'm like,
God
you
damn it.
fucking assholes. Like, I would have happily gave them the fucking beer back. I'm like, I literally am like up in these dudes' faces, like ready to fight both of them. Like, you ain't going to my trailer over my dead body, looking like a total asshole. And you guys fucking
And
robbed
the
them.
internet existed.
Don't
then,
rob
like,
the nice venues,
Right.
man.
Right.
Oh.
and
Right.
the internet talks even back then is like word will get around like don't book this band because their guys will fucking rip off your place. It's
Well, I
like,
guarantee we were never welcome back in Des Moines, but we never
Oh,
went back anyway.
shucks.
Shucks.
I know.
God damn it. The best tour I ever was part of, Dan Braid went out with Come and Correct. When it was mostly
sorry.
Delaware guys. Nah, this is great. So they were all straight edge.
Is it?
All the guys in the band at the time were straight edge. So and they actually had like a guarantee where they would get like multiple pizzas and cases of beer given to them. So we didn't get shit. We got like a guarantee of like $100 each night. But they were like, yo, we got this PBR. Do you guys want it? And we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had just broken edge, so I was like, yeah, I do. But I can't afford to eat, so I might as well drink my dinner. Oh god.
That's how we survived a lot of tours.
And we were eating like just whatever pizza was left over, crusts and shit.
That was actually, go back to that Kingdom tour. We had a rider at a lot of those shows,
Yeah.
but because Kingdom was fucking vegan, a lot of times the venues, to be cheap asses, would just make everything fucking vegan. I ate so much fucking vegan food on that tour, 64 dates. And I'm like, I will die. I'm fat. Like, I need protein.
And that
And they're like, oh, there's protein in the fucking whatever. And
and
I'm like,
also-
I will kill you.
and going from what you normally eat to a vegan diet,
Oh, tearing
your
me up.
insides.
Tearing
Oh
us
my
up.
God.
Oh yeah, you're
Tearing us up.
You
Shitting
shit your whole
fucking-
ass.
You're
dude.
shitting out brown paint for
Now-
like
Yes.
I will say,
a month.
some of it was good.
Yes.
Some of it was
Sometimes.
good. Sometimes it was good, but most of the time it fucking wasn't. And that was that.
Yeah,
shit
because you have a
sucked.
venue that like actually knows how to cook real like cuisine,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna have like a venue that gives you like fucking
Just deep
like
fried
Stouffer's
tofu.
veggie
Yeah,
lasagna
yeah.
or some shit.
And I remember when we didn't have food available, we'd always have to go to Taco Bell because they could get there was some
there's a
burrito,
Fresco
bean
burrito.
burrito.
Bean burrito was vegan.
Yeah, and they're like, well, we can eat that. So now when we're not eating the fucking vegan food,
You're eating
we're eating
taco.
Taco Bell.
So
It
you're
was not a
dumping out-
fucking good
You're
source.
dumping out every
Christ.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a.
It's funny though that they had that oil set up. What if they just had a fucking deep fryer in the back of that thing? It would just been so much more convenient for everybody else. Just stop off, get a bag of Oritas, just toss them in there. Nice.
Yeah, but my band would have been throwing in chicken wings, and then there would have been fights.
True.
I mean, granted, we hated each other by the end of that tour
You would've
anyway,
needed
but
2 fryers.
I'm glad I never got to do. I never did tours that long.
it was brutal.
That's
'Cause-
so long.
After like 2 weeks, I wanted to fight all my band members. So yeah,
The longest I ever did was a month, and that was my capacity.
Yeah, that's about the tolerance. The 2 months plus was rough. We only did that once. We were like, I found like 3 weeks to be perfect.
3 weeks is great.
3 weeks was perfect.
4th week, you want to go home.
and then as soon as you get home, you need a week or two away from everybody. So you can't come home and then the next week and have some show somewhere. You gotta have.
Well, unfortunately, at our height, like 07, 08, that was like So I did the math one time. We played like 200 plus shows in 07,
Wow.
which worked out to like 2 big ass tours and like damn near every weekend. Like how we
Yeah.
didn't kill each other is beyond me. But that's also probably why we had 25 fucking members.
It's true. Jesus Christ. And we also was thinking about all the shows, like going over all the shows that we like Dead and Buried played back then. And then I forget who I was talking to, but that's when Jay was still alive. Jay was like, yeah, but then you got some think about this. Subtract how many of those shows were Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey, and you're down to just a quarter.
You're not wrong.
And
Not
like the
wrong.
fact that like now it's like you're smart enough to know don't play the same area any more than like any closer than 3 months apart.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it. Back then we would like go. It would be Lansdale one weekend and then Hatfield the next weekend. You're like, oh, it's far enough. You're like, no.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No.
But I feel like it didn't matter as much back then.
And the same people would come to both shows.
Now they won't. That's
Yeah.
the difference. Now they
Yeah.
It's got to be like an event.
Yes. It's got to be a fest. And yeah, and we would play the same sets too. So it's like, yeah, why do you guys keep coming to fucking see it? It's like, but hey, it's a good fucking
Thanks.
time.
Yeah, it was great times.
God damn it. We saw the same, we played with the same bands each time too.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I think every other Barricade show was Dead and Buried and Strength for a reason.
Yeah. That's why the last Dead and Buried show was Animalhaus, Strength for a Reason. Looking Forward was gone, so we got Carrying the Fire. So yeah, it was like, yeah, we wanted it to be the guys we saw every fucking weekend. So I could sexually harass each drummer of Strength for a Reason. I think I definitely made that one dude, Ed, uncomfortable at one point in time. Remember that Ed?
Oh, I remember it. Yeah, still talk to him.
Jacked as fuck. I think he's like a nurse.
He's a
now.
nurse.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was just like, so you fill out a pair of scrubs, do you? He's like, oh,
Jesus Christ.
come on, man, come on. I just did it because it made fucking Jack laugh every time I said it, but god damn it, that was funny.
I give them all the credit in the world, man. They're still doing it. They're
Yeah.
still good.
Yes.
Still put on a good show. Like
I've never seen a bad Strength for a Reason set.
once.
Really?
One. And I only bring it up because I remember like looking around like, this is the moment. And I remember Schwank was standing with me and he's like, what? I'm like, this is the bad Strength for a Reason show. And we're getting to witness. I don't remember like where it was or what the details were, but I just remember like, this is the first time I've ever seen this band off. It's never going to happen again. And I got to see it.
Because that used to make us mad. Because like, I'd say 3 out of every 10 shows Dead and Buried play, we ate shit. Or we just sucked. We were bad at tuning our instruments. We were bad at playing our instruments. And then you would constantly play with bands like Strength for a Reason who were just knocking it out of the park every single time, never fucking up, never missing a beat. And you're just like, God damn it, dude. God damn it.
Yeah.
It was fucking annoying. But then you would play with bands like Strike Back and you would just feel so much better
Yeah.
about yourself. You'd watch Brett play drums. You're like, yeah, our guy's not so bad.
Yeah. We'll keep this guy.
That was a funny thing. It's like the further west you went in Pennsylvania is how bad the bands would get.
Oh, no, you're not joking. Well, it's different now. I will say it's different now.
Yes.
But back then, that was so fucking. Except,
It's around like 2010 when Pittsburgh really started popping off with some good shit.
Now what? What was that fucking amazing Pittsburgh band from back like?
Steel Nation?
No, even before that. Well before that. It sounded like Hatebreed. It's on the tip.
That was most of the Pittsburgh bands.
But they actually did it and they pulled it off. Oh, it's killing me.
That's about No Retreat, are you?
Not even before. Nah, it wasn't even the No Retreat guys. It was. I mean, I love No Retreat, but like,
yeah.
fuck.
That's gonna bug me too.
Nah, it's not going to come
'Cause,
to
like-
me. There was one. There was the exception.
Yeah.
It's not like Enemy Mind or anything.
Nah, it's
No,
before
it was
all that
before
era.
that.
This is like early 2000s.
I'm
Yeah,
way out
like 2009, Pittsburgh. Something happened in Pittsburgh
Yeah, they have a great scene
where it
now.
just blown up to all these. Every band was a banger, but before that, it was a little dicey.
Yeah,
Like it was just like weird. Like yeah, because like there was no good bands in like State College or
well that changed. That
Vegas
changed
Berries and
around
shit.
2009-10 too, because there was that band Menace
yes.
from like State College, Altoona
Yes.
area. They were fucking good.
Where was Bench Press?
Outer
from?
Heavens from there.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
That-
bench
yeah.
presses from there.
Yep.
Outer Heavens from out that way.
Outer Heavens from Pottstown.
I
Some
thought they
of
were
them.
from State
Yeah,
College.
they're from out. Yeah, they're from
Oh,
over my
okay.
way. But yeah, it's like Steel Nation, all like the Central PA and Western PA just kind of happened all at
Yeah.
once.
But again, a lot of those Pittsburgh bands, it was like the same 5 guys.
True.
Just cycled out. They were like, oh, but he plays bass in this one, and he plays drums in this one. You're like, oh, so you got 5 like fucking really talented dudes doing 7 bands. I'm like, all right, that's what's up.
Damn, I miss bench press, man.
They were
A
fun.
lot of
That shit
people
was
do.
fucking real fun.
It was funny though, like the shittiest bands that we played with back then, and I say that lovingly with most of them, had great reactions anyway.
Yeah,
Repercussion, great guys.
yeah, terrible band. But
Never played live well at all, but people absolutely would lose their fucking tree to it. But yeah, like you could see the songwriting there and the riff was there, but then there's them live, it just kind of fell apart. But still, people were fucking just murder each other to it.
Bar was a lot lower back then,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's
songwriting wise.
dude. I'm embarrassed by like 90% of the fucking barricade shit. Like,
Dude.
When
Really
you guys got Jay and Pat Henry,
Yeah,
I think like there's nothing wrong with early Barricade in my eyes, but that's when I was like, oh shit.
yeah,
Oh,
that was just
shit.
sheer perseverance though. Like we just
Yeah.
stayed a band even though we were terrible.
Yeah.
You know, like, but for same thing though, like we didn't know we were terrible necessarily because we always got good reactions.
Yes.
And like people kept booking us.
Yeah.
And then we started traveling and it's like, okay, I guess somebody gets it. But now like looking back on it, I'm like, oh, those sound like a 19-year-old fucking kid who didn't know jack shit wrote those songs.
Oh yeah. When I listen to back to like old lyrics of mine, I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? And like young Delaware kids are like, oh, Dead and Buried. I'm like, really?
I mean, I still love that.
I
I
do still.
I do
I
appreciate
listened to
it.
it the other day. Like,
I do appreciate it, but I'm like, some of the Delaware bands now are leaps and bounds better than what we were doing.
You're also your own.
Like,
You're your own biggest critic.
True.
Always.
I was proud of the last one. we did.
that last record you guys put out was
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
great.
I wish I got to play off of it.
Yeah, just,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
I think
bad timing.
I think I was like a week away after finishing vocals. I was kicked out. And actually, him in the studio,
Yeah, it was fun. Studio
I was
time.
fucking up constantly. Every other person I brought in for guest vocals was fucking up constantly. You showed up. I'm like, here's your lines. This is the part. And I didn't even have to say like, I want this pattern. I want to go da 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 da. He was like, So this. All right, check it. And he just fucking nailed it one take. I was like, Jesus Christ.
As one thing I'm like proud of. I'm fucking good in the studio.
Yeah.
Like anytime. Like I like working with other bands doing that shit too.
Yeah, it's
Because like
fun. It's
I'll
a
sit
lot
there
of
and
fun.
like listen to other bands' lyrics, and I'm like, yo, let me fix that.
Yeah.
Yo, add this, do this. You know what I mean? Like,
Have you ever done like a guest vocal appearance or anything like that, and then like they tell you what you're supposed to sing, and you're like,
dude,
really?
I got a great story about that. There was this band from my area, weird like mathy metalcore shit called John Fonda. I don't think they ever really did anything.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, they were just good local kids. Like I
Yeah.
like the kids, and crazy weird shit that I don't even listen to any kind of music like that.
Yeah.
And they were recording at the studio that Animalhaus always recorded at, my buddy Scott. And he calls me and he's like, yo, you around? I'm like, yeah. This studio was like 45 minutes from my house. He's like, you should come up to the studio. Like, I'm recording John Fonda and they want you to spit some shit on this. I'm like, okay, I'll come up. So I come up I listened to what they want. They showed me the lyrics, and I just went, nah. And they're like, oh. I was like, yo, but this is like the bones of this song are dope. Do you mind? And like I fucking like sat there and rewrote the song. And now like I liked what I put down. Like it was.
I did a Fall from Heaven thing, and do you remember Fall from Heaven?
Oh yeah, Jay and all that.
He brought me in and he's like, "This is the part I want you to sing," and he actually did it first, so I knew what to go like to copy off of, and I was like, "All right," and he showed me the lyrics, and then he showed me the part, and he wasn't singing what those words said. It was just him like, wah, 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 wah. Like,
sounds right.
He was doing like this real old Every Time I Die rip type thing. I saw what he was going for. I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, go for it. But I'm like, but you aren't saying these words. Here's the thing. I actually have to sing these words. Mm-hmm. And if I sing these words, it's not going to fucking fit. He's like, no, it'll fit. And if I still have it on my computer somewhere. It doesn't fit. It sounds really dumb. And it's just one of the worst things ever. I'm really upset that I actually did it. I was just embarrassed about it, but like I did a Bad Blood record.
Yeah, this is where I remind you that I'm still really mad you didn't do your guest spot on
The
the
Sunburster.
Sunburster record.
I didn't have a way to go.
That song would have been the heaviest fucking thing ever.
Well, it's not like
if
you're
you
not
did
going to
your
write
lines.
more songs.
We are actually gonna write. We're writing now because we're doing a split with Swamphead. So you're coming in.
I'll have the
for a
fucking
guest
save
spot.
up my money and
You'll be the sole guest spot.
I'll have the Uber up. I'll spend $100 to Uber up.
Just get Marty to fucking.
With what?
I don't know, the
His-
magic carpet that he
his
shows
bi-
up on
his
every week
bicycle?
when we practice.
He drives even less than I do.
He just magically appears at our
That
practice
is-
space
that is
every
fucking
week.
true.
Like
Where
he
did
just.
Marty come from?
Delco.
Because the first time I met him, he was showing up to your guys' shows.
I think a portal
What does
just
that
opens
mean?
up like the Terminator, and he just walks into our studio. And
He tried to
he's-
sell me Windows one time.
Oh yeah.
He's never
I
driven.
think he
huh?
still works for that company.
Yeah, he came up and he did a quote at my house, the old Animal House, and it was
The Animal House.
the Animal House, and I was like, yes, we don't have money,
Yeah.
so
He
sorry
said-
to waste your time.
I
Do you
think-
accept bits of string?
I seriously think he's still with that company, but he's just up in the company. But yeah.
Yeah, he came with that younger generation of Delco kids that I met through Brian Barlow,
Yeah.
like that whole
And Tobacco and all those
yeah, all
guys,
that,
yeah.
all those guys, and then yeah, they were like
R.I.P.
fixtures at all our
Yeah.
shows. Yeah,
R.I.P. Colin, dude.
love that kid.
Pretty little bastard.
They were like
He was
fixtures at
fucking
all our
awesome.
shows,
'Cause
like Barricade and Animal House.
I just remember this first time I ever saw Marty. I was like, look at this Spin Doctors looking motherfucker. And he was in some really shit band with that goofball Lichterman.
Yes, Get Railed.
Yeah.
He was in that.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Because I think them and Troublesome started. No, not Troublesome. The one before Troublesome that Adam Engel did.
Straight up.
Yes. I think they started around the same time.
Yeah, checks out.
It was like towards the end of my time in Dead and Buried. And they
I
were just
want to
like,
say I was in a band for a hot minute that I think played a basement show with Get Railed.
it wasn't very good.
Get Railed opened a lot of Animal House shows.
Oh man,
So it's your fault.
It's my fault.
Yeah, it is.
I
I
accept
want to
it.
think it was
Lichterman
them.
is your fault.
I have a bleeding heart. You know, I'm a genuinely nice guy.
Well, we did the same thing too. And people were like, "Oh, you're bringing them with you?" We're like, "Yeah, we're gonna bring them with us." Like, I think if I only played shows with bands I actually liked musically,
I never play.
exactly.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I listen to the same 10 records. I'm a terrible musician when it comes to like discovering new music.
I'm good at that, but I'm also really good at lying. When I was trying to get my friends' bands on shows, they're like, "Well, are they any good?" Like, "Oh yeah, they're fucking sick, dude. You'd love them."
Thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome. But yeah, it's like,
We all like Bad Blood.
yes, we did. We did.
Unironically, like
Yeah.
Bad Blood.
Yeah. Speaking of being your own biggest critic,
Time's up.
I'll
Oh,
yeah.
friends.
See,
These scars don't fucking mend.
you fucked that line up, but
Whatever, man.
close enough.
It's been like 20-some
That's
years.
like 20 years is probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And I remember the Barricade one I remember is, "We've had enough. We don't give a fuck.
Dude, poetry.
What makes you think you're better than us?"
So much better
Yeah.
than us.
I'm waiting for that fucking reunion so I can do that one word, then saunter back into the corner.
There will never be
and
a
put Icy
reunion.
Hot on my shoulders again.
Schwank won't do it. And he's the only other actual original
I
member.
kind of respect that move though. The move that, like, you know what, I did it already.
Well,
If you
his
weren't there, that's your problem.
yeah, his is, I'll call him out. His is more of a hissy fit. The last time we played, we did a couple shows in 2014, and we did one in Altoona that was fucking dope,
Yeah.
and then we did one in Lansdale, and we expected, it's home. We expected
Yeah.
it to be fucking wild. We played like absolute shit. And we got through the last song. Shaun took his guitar off. He fucking spiked it on the ground. He's like, I'll never play these fucking songs again. Fast forward, we'll be doing Objection or we'll be doing Animalhaus, and somebody will inevitably start playing a Barricade song. That motherfucker will mute his amp, cross his arms, and just stand there.
Wow.
Like,
I
he is
respect it, though.
steadfast, never going to play
I
those
respect
songs.
It, though. I also hate that shit when like people are like, "Yo, come back to do another show," and they're like, "You're like, okay, fine, we'll come do a show," and then no one there gives a fuck that you're there. You play like shit, and you're just like,
That's exactly what
Why
happened with Bad Blood.
and then like,
When did Bad Blood get back together?
So we were supposed to play original lineup when Denny passed away, the drummer after Jimmy. You remember Denny?
yeah,
Played drums in Cheap Shot, played drums for us.
Because didn't Cheap Shot play the show, that same show you guys came back
Yes.
for? Yeah.
What year was this?
It was right before the pandemic, so it was summer 2019.
Ah, okay.
And we
I wasn't allowed to travel.
it was in PA because
I was county restricted.
Oh, okay.
Well,
If it wasn't in Montgomery County, I
No,
wasn't
it was
going.
in Philadelphia because it was at Tommy Loomis's Mummers Hall. He got the venue for that show, and we had like a half a dozen practices under our belt. Like we were sounding tight, and we were like actually really proud of how we were sounding. We're like everybody was on board, everybody was all in, and then Jimmy. I don't want to air his
Jimmied.
I don't want to air his,
Jimmied.
I don't want to air his
Jimmied.
We'll
business
just say
out.
he jimmied.
It wasn't something he did. Something happened to someone in his family. He had a family emergency. He had to bail last minute. I'm going to leave it at that. And we were just like all at the venue, like, fuck, like this is the most Bad Blood thing to ever happen. Like all of our ducks are seemingly in a row, and then out of nowhere, just like God takes a shit on us yet again. So I'm just like, all right, like what are we gonna do? And remember Adam Moffat?
Yeah.
He was like, dude, like how many songs were you gonna play? We're like, we were just gonna play the demo. He was like, let's go in the car and listen to the demo like for like an hour. He was like, I guarantee you I'll learn these songs. He was a man of his word. He learned every song. We still played our set with Adam on drums. Sounded like not as tight as we would have sounded like with Jimmy,
Jimmy,
like having like a couple months of practicing under his belt.
But not as bad as you thought it would sound.
Not as bad as we thought. Like he held his own behind the kit, but no one gave a fuck.
That surprises me, because like I was like
I think Rob Mack moshed for us, and that was it.
I
all you
told
need.
I told you today we were listening to it at work, and the reason we were listening to it at work, despite the other funny business, was I was telling the guy I work with, who's Scott, who also plays in Flipside, I was like, dude, no, like, you want to talk about a band that like I'll play you the demo, and like the recording's like sounds like a demo from
demo,
05. It's not great, but I was like, the song structure, the lyrics, the sing-alongs, the mosh, it was all there, and it was. You're gonna listen to it, and you're gonna be like, oh, I can name you 10 bands that sound like that, but I'm like, let me preference it. They were doing this first.
Yes.
Like, to an extent, I can hear where the influences came from, but I was
Right.
like, in our little local scene, whether it be South Jersey or Southeast PA, you guys came out, and everyone was like, fuck, this is good. This is different. Like, this is, like, it's just, it was a little better. It was just a little better than what everybody else was doing. And I felt like you guys had all these opportunities come at you all at once, like a lot of hype, and then for whatever reason, it just never burst through.
Oh, we fumbled it. Yeah, we fumbled the bag big time.
Well, I think
it was
what
a lot of. I mean, a lot of it had to do with a lot of people in the area at the time not thinking too highly of Jimmy. So a lot of that stink rubbed off on us. And even with Jimmy like making his amends with the people he needed to make amends to, and us, staying out of all that and still trying to be the best band we could despite it, it just we never could recapture the lightning in the bottle that we had with that recording on the demo.
I think the thing that made Bad Blood stand out was the mix of Ian and Jimmy. Because if you look at them both separate, Ian's into shit that Jimmy doesn't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's into shit that Ian doesn't even know about. But for some reason, when you got them together, writing together, somehow it still clicked.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're both from two different types of hardcore, but for some reason, when they got them together, it worked. It also worked with...
we had a metal drummer.
Yeah,
or
like
a drummer who like trained himself on playing metal,
and
playing
more
hardcore.
Like more the tough guy type shit.
Yeah, and then you have a guitar player who's like strictly like 88 Youth Crew.
Yes. It's kind of like
also like appreciates like no warning.
yes, but it's also like the same thing happened with guys around the same time as you guys. Sad State of Affairs.
Yeah.
You had what Michael and Eson wanted to play, and then they're like, Eson was like, I need a rhythm section. I was like, check out my boy George.
Check out these
and my boy
Neanderthals from down the
Reed.
shore.
And they're from like they're like Jersey Shore beatdown kids, but for some reason you got them together.
Yeah, you got
and
a perfect
it fucking
marriage.
Worked. So you had like the 88 style feel to both bands, where you had all your two-step parts, your skank parts, your all that. But then you also had those breakdowns that would let Jimmy and George Wood both shine on their drums. You're like, and it worked.
It worked great.
Yes.
For a limited time, it worked great. And
So when-
then
I remember I booked you guys a couple times at the Trap Y, and
the
like,
Trap
the
Y
mosh,
were some of our best
Yeah.
shows.
the mosh was
Trap
like
Y
ridiculous. That was, dude.
That place ruled.
That was
I
great.
should have gone to jail so many times for that operation. Like, it was so. Do you know the story of how I made that happen?
No.
So my buddy Tommy, who later owned the record label that Animalhaus was on, was like working part-time at the Y. And that was like the middle school I went to middle school at. And then that building shut down and the Y bought it and was like doing youth programs there. And Tommy was working part-time at the Y. And he contacted me and he's like, they want to do like a battle of the bands. And I was like,
So many venues start that way.
I'm like,
yes.
okay, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like, I'll help you out. You know, we booked some like little local metal bands and stuff.
Yeah.
And it went well.
That's the
And
Y.
then the school district, I should say this right. The Y was leasing it. The school district still owned it. So the school district still had like a full-time janitor in that place. And he was kind of responsible for it. He was this fucking Russian dude or Belarusian or
Nice.
one of those like
Eastern
Eastern
Bloc.
Bloc.
Doesn't exist
Barely
anymore.
speaks English. But he was corrupt as fuck.
Hates communism so
He
much.
shut it down the first battle of the bands. He's like, no way. He's like, no, I'm calling the school. And we greased him with 100.
I'll stab as many
That's
people with
it?
this screwdriver that I have to make a
We
point.
greased him with 100 and he shut up and he went away.
Ah.
And then I was like, yo, let's try this again. And
Hell
then we
yeah.
started booking real shows. And then, so the venue cost $300.
Yeah.
I would give $150 to the dude who ran the Y, like Tommy's boss.
Yeah.
And then I would give $150 to the janitor to just shut the fuck up. I would literally didn't have to rent the venue. I had to pay off the workers. And then I could do whatever I wanted. And it went on for years. And those shows were crazy.
Yeah, they were
Like,
some of the best shows we played were that.
we never had less than 200 kids show up to a
No.
show.
They're always packed.
Always packed. And
Even for just only locals.
only,
yeah.
yeah, it didn't
Is,
matter.
is this trap like TRAPPE?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard about
Yes,
trap
yes.
shows.
Yeah, so I booked them. And like,
Nice.
it was
That was a good 4 or 5 year
4 or 5 year stretch, dude.
Yeah.
And what brought it down to the end, I got a phone call one day, and I started working part time for the Y for that guy.
Yeah.
So that was I had like
janitor
another
guy?
no for the Y guy.
Wow. I'd work for
Still
janitor
had
right now.
I still had to
Sounds
pay the
awesome.
janitor guy off. And like his fee went up a little bit every year.
Ah, they always
I think
do.
by the end we were giving him like 300-400, but we didn't care because we were making cash at those shows.
Right.
Because like we always knew we were gonna have a crowd, and I always paid the bands real well, and like so it was good operation. But then I get a phone call from the Y guy. He's like, "Yo, you got to go to the school board." He's like, "You got to come with me." He's like, "They have a problem with the Battle of the Bands," because we were still like telling them it's Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Like we're doing these little teeny bopper shows.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've fucking Bad Luck 13 play there. Like,
Yeah.
you know. So
This band just happens to be from New York. This one's from Virginia. Like, shit.
they're just battling, dude. It's
Battle,
fine.
dog.
So I'm scared shitless. I go to the school board meeting. They're like, "Yeah, we're shutting you down. We can't believe what we found." And I'm like, "Oh God, did they have security cameras up?" Those shows were wrecked. There were a lot of fights. There's a lot of crazy shit. 3 beer cans.
Ah.
They found 3 beer cans in a bush. Because that was the other thing I would do is I would pay local kids to stay after the shows and clean the
Yeah.
parking lot. Because the
Man.
parking lots were always... Brickhouse left a keg in the parking lot one night.
Man, you figured it
Checks
out.
out.
And like...
What a good idea.
And then it was 3 cans they missed in a bush. Got that whole thing shut down. But we had a good run. We had a real good fucking run.
All my venues were closed down by the same kids from the same
GBNF.
area. 3 people from the lovely town of Chichester, Pennsylvania.
Oh, I could tell you about those kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
I would have they cost me that Girls Inc. place that I had for many, many years, and like several other church halls. Everybody else that came there was like, all right, you don't fuck with anything, you don't put holes in the wall, you don't if you drink there, make sure you throw that shit away and take the trash with you.
Even I know who you're
Those
talking
guys,
about.
every single time, all of a sudden there's their fucking tag on the stall door in the bathroom. You're like, you motherfuckers. We've had this conversation so many times.
So what you got to do is you got to actually remove them by putting their head through the emergency door push, because that's what I did for the trap. The Chichester kids are trap. Gil still tells me, so he's like, you know how many times you opened a door with my head? I'm like, well, how many times did you come to my shows all fucked up
Is
with
that
your little...
where he was?
Yeah, Gil's a
where that kid came
Chichester
from?
Oh
kid.
yeah.
I was like, I've known this kid for a while, but where the fuck did he come? Like, I forget.
He
like,
was in that whole
his
Chichester
origin
crew.
story.
He was in that whole...
Oh,
I know him too.
He's like, but they would tell you, like, I would pat them down. They're
Yeah.
the only kids I'd pat down. I'd
Yes.
pat all the Chichester
Yes.
kids down. And I'd be
There's a
like,
fucking-
listen.
No, you needed to.
There's everybody else
Dude, I'd
line.
be taking like fucking tasers and
Tasers,
shit
yes.
off Mike
There's-
Green and Matt Green. I'd be like, what are you guys doing?
There's everybody.
Even your benefit show.
There's a everybody line and there's a Chichester
No,
line.
your benefit show, one of them had to get ejected because he showed up drunk as fuck, and he got choked out on the stage during, I think, Double Dealer, and drug out.
And apparently it was
I
like
know.
his first show back after
Getting out of
going away
jail.
for a while.
Yeah.
And
We talked about
like,
this like
he-
less than 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
Yeah.
obviously like learned nothing
Yeah.
from his time away and just came back and started wiling out.
What he was saying about the taser was these kids seriously used to bring like an actual stun gun, like the old with the little
The
arc with the
one?
arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just like walk around like and do it to each other. Then
Dude, they're
we'd start
fucking
doing-
loud
They
as
do them in
shit.
the pit.
Yeah.
But like, so I actually got like on a really good rapport with those kids. I was like, listen,
Yeah.
if you cause trouble, the outcome will be the same. You're going to fight me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to line ball of you up and I will fuck you guys up. Or we can all just be friends.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck this up for everybody.
He reminds me so much of our old bass
But here's
player.
the thing. You could fuck these kids up. You could beat the shit out of these kids.
And I had to a few
and
times.
they would show up the next
yeah,
weekend.
they'll be there. They'll be right back.
like, what's up, man? Like, just
Hard drive just wiped.
and you're like, didn't I fucking tell you to fucking get out of here? Like, and they're like, yeah, but that was like last weekend.
I could
You're
chill.
like,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
So you remember the Chichester kid that got like the crazy long sentence for like killing the dude? He shot the dude that was like cheating on his girl with him.
yes.
I'm in state prison.
Yeah.
I'm standing in the yard one day. I just got transferred to a new prison, and I got the PA Hardcore tattoo on my wrist. And this dude walks up to me. His name was Vinny. He had "Wish a motherfucker would" tattooed across his forehead.
Classic
Instantly, I'm like,
Vinny.
"You're my best friend. Like we're gonna be friends."
We both make great decisions,
Yeah.
so what's up, man?
Let's up. And he's like, "Yo, I saw your tattoo," and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Last thing you want to hear in jail.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh
no.
fuck! What am I dealing with here?" And he's like, "Yo, I think you might know my boy." And I look over and there's a dude who's got a PA Hardcore tattoo. I'm like, "Do I know you?" He's like, "Do I know you?" And I was like, "I'm Ziggy from Barricade." He goes, "No shit! I'm blah 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 from Chichester." And I was like, "Oh, you're the one that fuck okay." Well, yeah, small world, man.
It's funny,
We ended up in
it's
the
so
same prison.
small.
If it's who I'm thinking, we're seriously thinking it was, like, he's the kind of person that you're like, didn't you kill somebody that? And he's like, yeah, that was me.
Pretty much, pretty
Just
much.
like, no, like, shame or humility at all. Just, yeah, that was
So
me.
matter of fact.
I mean, in his defense, he literally walked into his door from like working overnight to a dude in his bed fucking his girl.
inside his
If
girlfriend.
anything's gonna do it,
I mean,
Yeah.
not condoning murder, but
But-
like,
it's severe
I would have
emotional
done it,
distress.
but I understand why he did do
I
it.
totally understand
Yeah.
why he did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have beat the fuck out of the dude, and I don't know about shooting him.
I
but
think I would have been upset. Like, I'm going into
I mean,
jail. I'm already fucking at my rock bottom. I'm kind of pissed off. And then I got to run into a Chichester kid, too. It's like, God damn. 'Cause next thing you know, a bird's going to shit on your head. You're going to trip down a well. It's like, God damn it, man.
You're gonna break a shoelace.
Ah, fuck, man. But,
Do you have something for our guests?
Oh, yeah. Well, before we get into that,
oh boy,
you have an Animal House show coming up
yes sir. July 18th,
July 18th. Where?
Reverb with Wisdom.
Ooh, with
It's
Wisdom
like
and Shades.
2010 all over again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that coming. And what's coming up for Flipside?
We got we're playing in Jersey the end of May.
This will be out
Boy
in
show.
2 weeks.
Okay, yeah. So we're May 30th in Jersey. We're playing Upper Darby
My
June
dad's
7th.
birthday.
Thanks.
I think there's some other dates in there too with Flipside, but yeah, May 30th and June 7th are the next two.
And what are the socials are at FLPSDE?
ST, yeah. They named the band before I was in it. They don't like vowels apparently.
Except for the E at the end.
Yeah, they
right?
don't. Yeah, I guess they can only
There
afford
is an
one.
E?
Yeah.
They can
like,
only
be
afford one.
consistent.
I
But then
get
again,
it.
if they had to do that, or else people are like, oh, Flipsid? What's Flipsid? Like, no, there's an E at the end. It's Flipside.
I mean, you got to make
Oh,
Vanna do
Well,
something.
we did that show last year with the original singer for Dropkick. I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw the promo video. He's like,
No.
and I wish I could do a Boston accent. It would be so much funnier. But he's like, yeah, we got fucking Yellow Stitches playing and fucking this band and that band and opening up is FLPSD, whatever the fuck that is. And like,
God
I was like, yeah, cool.
Like yeah, the name looks cool like that on a shirt, but when you have somebody like saying it out loud, you're like, God damn it. But we all love Bobby Johnson and
We do
Travis.
love Bobby
I don't
Johnson
know
and
the
Travis.
other guys in your band. I don't think.
So,
Wait, is Scott Minner in your band?
yeah, Minner plays guitar.
Okay, yeah.
And then Ray from the Bad Ups plays drums. Or Chris, whatever the fuck he
don't-
wants to be called
I
these
think the
days.
only other person I knew from the Bad Ups was Dave Heck.
I will now be known as Chris.
That's fun.
That's a deep cut South Park.
But we have a segment that we've been doing since the beginning. It's for first timers only.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, he's to the back.
Yeah.
Last page.
This is the last page of this. I've been using these for 4 years.
Fitting. I'm a Z.
Yeah,
Lasted
see, there you
Oh,
go.
that's
everything.
funny. That's
Lasted
true.
everything.
This is 10 of the hardest questions you've ever been asked in your entire life. So I want you to really pay attention because these are very important. Question number 1, gripping inquiries. Ryan Ziggy Ziegler from FLIPSIDE. As a young student, did he refer to himself as Lernie Sanders?
Bernie. What, I'm supposed to answer Bernie Sanders? What am I
That
supposed
was it. Did he go by Lernie Sanders when he was a student?
I hope so.
See, there you go. You see, you're getting a hang of it, dude. Question number 2. Should I keep old toothpicks in case I need to fight a tiny Dracula?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Best be prepared.
This is kind of a visual joke, but I need you to picture this in your head. The number 33,100, no comma. Doesn't it kind of look like the Dune worm?
It's a stretch. I'll give it to you.
Fair enough. Here, this is a very. I don't normally like to get political, but this is one of our more political
Am I
questions.
going to get canceled?
You might. This actually might get you canceled. Actually, take a timestamp in case he wants to take this out, Tom. What is the beaver's favorite side dish?
Wood?
Close. Macaroni and trees.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. If you want us to edit that out, we will. What
I want you to edit that out.
Oh,
What's happening right now?
question number 5. What kind of music do feet enjoy?
I feel like I'm failing this segment. I have no idea.
Rhythm and shoes.
The mid shoes. All
I
right.
was gonna say sock and roll.
Ooh, sock and roll.
Ooh.
I would have said if I was a total hack.
Yeah, all right, I
Fuck
get it.
Stay in your lane. All right, I got this.
You want me to edit that one out too?
No, edit him out. Do you own a CD player?
Yes.
CDs, player. Got him. Do you think there's ever been a Russian dude named Ivan Jurganov, or was my one boy lying to me all these years?
Listen, I want to believe. Yes.
That was that janitor's name.
It might have been, dude. It might have been.
No, it was Lisa's cousin. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm Gregor Jurganov. Ivan. He and I, we fled. Werewolf chase us, we go. Wonder what that guy's up to now. What do you think?
Dude. He was ancient then.
Do you think he had like the 2-star tattoos
Bro.
on his shoulder?
That
Oh,
man
like a-
had
like
that
a
man had
Vori?
prison tattoos.
Yes.
Like
That
a
man.
Vori? Oh man. He's a thief. Classic
Here's another
thief.
political one. Question number 8. Is cereal just morning soup?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with no.
It's more
It's
of a stew.
Correct answer.
Or a slurry.
Now, this is a question I overheard from a little kid in line at Dunkin' Donuts about a month ago. I didn't know how to answer it. You know, he didn't ask me, he's asking his mother. But I'm going to posit it to you guys, too. Do shark got bigger brain than us?
By mass, yes.
I mean, checks out for me.
I would have said yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, I didn't know he was all fucking Shamu over here. Finally, question number 10. Should Tom and I start a cooking show with under the names Johnny Au Gratin and Sid Delicious?
If you don't, I'm gonna be upset.
That's very good, right? Oh my god, that's a perfect score.
That's
Oh my god. And that retires the infamous
Kind of want that show to happen.
That
Yeah,
last one
that
was
sounds
really
awesome.
good.
I was really proud of that. Johnny Au Gratin and Sid Delicious. That retires the Yellow Notebook after 3 going on 4 years.
Hang it in the
Rest in
rafters.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Wow.
We also, our final segment of the program,
Careful.
each week, Tom, Michael, and I assign each other a piece of music or a piece of comedy or a combination of the two to report back on the following week. Last week, our guest was Josh Mahesh of Savage Mystic.
There's
And-
a name I haven't heard in a while.
Oh, he's still,
He was,
he's
right-
still
he
doing
was
good.
sitting right there.
Of Savage Mystic and New Miserable Experience, and he brought to us the album
notes are up here
by
this
a
week.
band called Flat Waves called Tell Me Secrets. My notes are simply, see, you can do a shoegaze dream pop band without fucking whispering all the goddamn time, and it sounds fantastic. It's an easy 9 out of 10 record for me, with vocals being the actual standout.
Yep.
I like musically, I like the shoegaze dream pop stuff, but it's always a. I'm like, you're wasting my time. But
too
this person
demure.
was fucking delivering, and I loved it. I couldn't tell it was a guy or a girl though. But
I think it was a lady.
I did enjoy it quite a bit.
I'm pretty sure there's both. I think they
Okay.
take turns.
I thought
Like,
that
dude.
too because the first song sounded like a
Yeah,
chick. The second song sounded more like a guy, and then the chick was on
Then
the
one of
rest
them kind of sounded like a more soulful chick, and then like a little more falsetto guy. So I was like, it's all over the place. But I fucking liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty good.
No, the recording's great. The vocals are great, and I like the more whispery like shoegaze stuff too.
Yeah.
When it's done well
Yeah,
and it's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
buried in the mix, or just like really phoned in, which a lot of them do.
It is, yep.
But yeah, it's like it rocks too. Like it's not like sleepy stuff for
No,
10 or
it's a
12
little
straight
more-
tracks.
It's a little more upbeat,
Yeah.
not like peppy, but actually has like more tempo.
And again, there's a time and a place for sleepy shoegaze like that goes on forever and ever too, but
Yeah.
this was a nice change of pace.
I said this. I
I
said
just
this
spit
is
talked again.
this is a
I do it all
mix.
the time.
This is a mix of things that all go together. Big room music, big reverb, riffs, thunderous drums, and I should like it, but I didn't.
Really?
My first go around.
Fair enough.
I think it's the timbre of the singer's voice. I wasn't crazy about.
I'm not 100%
If-
sure what timbre means.
It's like the sound, like everybody's voice is sort of like an instrument.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like the tone, the tonality.
Okay.
If she sang for like a goth or a synth band instead, it would be much more fitting to me. 3 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Some songs, actually, she gave me like a Courtney Love vibe.
Yo, but Courtney Love kind of banged, dude. Like, I know she's a fucking
Sometimes,
mess.
yes,
but
sometimes
some
she did.
Whole
Hole
songs,
had some good songs.
Hole has
Yeah.
tracks, dude.
Yeah.
I will never detract from that.
they had some stinkers, but those I'd say each whole album has about 4 bangers,
I did skip a couple songs.
2 or 3, and then a bunch of stink. But
Yeah. Hole was good.
What's the rumor that
Pulse.
Kurt wrote some of the riffs on that first whole
I
record?
don't think that's true at all because it doesn't sound like his style.
Or was it Billy Corgan?
Both? They haven't been floating around, but I think it was just that other chick in the band. He also brought us a band
Glorious
called Glorious Descent. It's a self-titled album. I just put it's just some really gnarly black and like more rock punk hybrid, not like a punk rock, but a rock meets punk hybrid.
Kinda.
It's kind of like it's like it sounds like Motorhead meets Integrity meets Bathory for people who own at least one goat bone necklace. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Track 2 is stupid hard.
Dude,
I also
so
did.
good.
so I'm like mostly through track 1 and I'm like, all right, this sounds like that Dark Throne record where like they wanted to be punks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, like this is cool, like, but it's kind of derivative, like not that super into it. Track 2 kicks off, and for the rest of the record, on top of that, I was like, holy fucking
Yeah.
shit!
The first
Like
track.
this is like exactly the perfect mix of like punk and black metal that like there needs to be more of this.
The first track
Like
didn't
I
hook
like
me.
yeah.
The second one did.
I like
From
the first
2
track.
on, I
Yeah.
was like
The
in.
rest.
I was in. I was all in. Like this
I-
is like. I like this better than like what Devil Master does with it.
I love Devil Master.
And I love Devil
Yeah.
Master. Like this shit, I need more of this band.
I think black metal, the only ones I like is when it's black metal mixed with like
mixed with other
like
cool
punk
shit.
rock.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I guess I don't even have to read it. You guys said everything I
Yeah.
said. I said, if this is what black metal sounds like now, I want it.
yeah.
On The Strongest Potion, I thought a power metal song was starting. Freaky ass, 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, I know I know what song you're talking about. That intro that they
Uh-huh.
had on. Yeah, it was kind of like power metal, like
And until you
Like
That was
said
the
Dragony
third
Force?
song.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
third song that had like, yeah, it was like
kind of dragony force in the
yes,
beginning.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Until you said that, I didn't even think Motorhead, and now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, just like the pace, the
I have-
fucking just like the rock and roll, but bordering on punk. Like,
I have a
like
Motorhead
it,
tattoo. I should have picked that up.
dude.
Anyway,
Mike brought us a band I love and I've been familiar with for a while. A band from Japan called Forward. The album "Burn the Corrupted Justice." I'm like, and simply is there isn't a single musical genre that Japan can't do better than the rest of the world. One of the best anarcho-hardcore punk bands ever to do it. 10 out of 10 record. This and the While You Alive record.
And the fact that it doesn't even touch what they do live.
I never got to see him live.
I'm so grateful that I just happened, like, again, shout out Pat DeYoung. 2 Pat DeYoung shouts in one episode. It was like late at night, and Pat's calling me up. He's like, yo, that Dysphere lineup that just played the church, they're doing like a nighttime gig at the Mill Creek. Like, we should go.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
yeah, Dysphere's playing the Mill Creek. Like, I kind of can't make up an
Yeah.
excuse to stay home tonight. And
You can't be an old man when that's
yeah,
on the
and
table. Yeah.
Bastard and Forward were the openers.
Whew.
So I was like,
I'll take 2 hours of sleep, no
And that,
problem.
like, yeah, I wouldn't miss an opportunity to see 2 Japanese bands because you never know when they're gonna fucking come back.
I'm calling out of
They
work,
didn't.
brother.
I haven't seen them since.
I think they're
And
both
like you
still
said,
kicking.
they're still active.
Yeah,
I said Japanese, but they hate Bush, huh?
yeah. And funny thing is like a lot of those types of bands, like you think, oh, they're just copying what Americans are saying about like the president and like the politics at that time. But then if you actually read the lyrics, they know what the fuck they're talking about. So when like us, we're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on in Japan. I don't know their guy. They know everything about our government now.
Our
Then
government likes to fuck over the whole world.
true.
you
Pretty
know?
much, yeah.
so you
We
think
do-
maybe
we
we
do
would
ca-
like to learn more
They had
about
some
the
stake
places
in the
we
game,
fuck
too.
over.
We do cast
Why?
a large wake,
We're
don't
number
we?
one.
Yeah,
I was inferring the other Bush, actually.
both of them.
I said coerce is dope.
That Bush
song.
is cool.
Yeah.
Coerce is dope. Coerce is dope.
Coerce is
There it
dope.
is. I love the pace at which it goes. I love the production. It's very cool. I wish it was on streaming. 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm lucky I actually owned this. So I
That's the
fucking
fucking.
pulled it out
That's
of
the
there.
one shitty part about those Japanese bands.
Yeah, that
They're
Bastard
hard to
record's
find
not on
sometimes.
streaming either.
Which one?
Wind to Pain. That's like
It is.
that's like the record. No, it's not.
It's on, YouTube.
I listened to it on Spotify.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube,
Yeah.
but it's not on like Spotify or Apple or any like the big streamers.
Want to bet?
It's not even on Bandcamp.
I just use YouTube because I'm just that old man. But
I'm wrong.
Tommy brought us Division of Minds. I guess it's their new one,
Yeah.
Exoterror.
Yes.
Just came out.
Another day, another Hatebreed clone. I will say this is way better than any of the other dog shit Hatebreed's been putting out the last 30 years. Maybe it's due to the fact that I'm a generation of 2 million Hatebreed clones. Because I guarantee you, us three, but we sat down and listed all the bands that were pretty much Hatebreed clones, we'd have about 100 just in one sit down.
I believe it.
So it's just like, I just wonder if current bands know that there is other bands you could copy from those eras. Great bands. You can do more than just Hatebreed and Madball. There was others you can rip off. It's
At least
perfectly fine.
At least they do.
This
under
has
the
this
knife
has
Hatebreed.
more this has more going on
Yeah,
than just Hatebreed.
I just wrote, it's decent, but you can guess where every breakdown's going to come in every single time with 100% accuracy. It's just that it's fine. It's better than a lot of the other Hatebreed clones I've heard.
But they have like noisy like turmoil parts.
Yeah.
Like they have like some industrial like
Oh,
stuff sprinkled in where like it's just enough.
I gave it a 5. It's fine. Just it just didn't blow my tits off. But hey,
Yeah,
it
I'd
is
probably
what
go
it is.
5, maybe 6, but like it was cool.
Dang.
It was cool.
But you brought in another record that I think is an absolute banger, and I'm late. It was Ripping Corpse Dreaming with the Dead. I first heard about Ripping Corpse in the 90s because I was a super fucking fanboy for Dead Guy. I still kind of am. And that one guitar player, all he ever said in interviews was just go listen to Ripping Corpse. He was always rocking Ripping Corpse shirts. And I remember buying this record and listening to it once. It was like, it's metal, it's gay. Because I was in that, it was like the 90s. I was in that mindset where if it wasn't hardcore, it sucked. And then,
If it wasn't short-haired metal.
oh yeah, if it wasn't a short-haired version of Ripping Corpse riffs, I was like, this sucks, it's corny. But Evan Williams made me revisit it about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, oh, now I see it. It's a fucking flawless record, and if you listen to this record and then think about the New Jersey hardcore bands that came out like a couple years after this, like your bands like Second to None and stuff like that, it sounds like this. Like the same like mosh beats, the same like riffing and stuff like that. It's like a lot of like the more tough guy Jersey hardcore sounds like this with less soloing.
I always said if the early 90s Faith No More lineup were just like, yo, fuck this, let's just go full bore death metal. That's what it would sound like. It would be Ripping Corpse.
Yeah, they got rid of the weird and actually tuned to like
yeah,
had good guitar tone.
like it sounds like death metal with like funky beats to it.
Yeah, with like kind of like it was death metal, but had like kind of like a more like a hip hop feel to some of
Yeah.
the beats. You're like, oh, that works.
Kind of
It rips, dude. No pun intended, but
Not
Humanity is just
progressive
so hard.
metal.
Not even
No.
Not like
not even a whiff of prog.
No.
No, you would get like little whiffs of like death,
Oh yeah, but it'll last for like 2 seconds.
but
and
it wouldn't be like overbearing, and
It
you're
really
just
is
like, oh
just a
god,
riff.
what are they doing?
I think it's a fucking great record. I gave it a 10 out of 10
Yeah,
now.
it's always.
And
a
I want to
10.
go back to like 1996, me, and just kick myself square in the dick for being a fucking moron. But
We all went through
It's a lot
that
of
phase.
kicks.
yeah,
Yeah,
some of us are still in it. Like that's what blows my mind now. People are like, you listen to that shit? I was like, yeah, because after 20, I started listening to other things. You can find some really cool shit if you actually pay attention. In this bit, we also asked, like, we had Josh take part.
Oh, I just,
What have you? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. you
there's a
did this
comedy
stuff.
special too.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
You're all thumbs.
I'm all thumbs, and they're all
Well,
bad.
Dennis assigned us a comedy
Yeah, it's
special
more like a one-man show.
by you go by Graham K called Pete and Me.
Fantastic storyteller,
Yeah,
just not that funny.
I think it was more of a, like I said, it's more of a one-man show than a comedy special.
I think he had funny parts, like the World War II story he had about his grandfather hiding Jews.
Yeah.
It
In,
was a good story.
It was a fantastic story.
It wasn't a
I
funny
was
story.
I was like he had me like
I
he
listened
had
to
a hold
every
on
wo-
me with that story.
I listened to every word he said, but I didn't laugh.
But yeah, like it.
Maybe
There
I
were,
should've
like-
prefaced it better.
Yeah, there were
My
like
bad.
some funny parts where I was like,
If you would have prefaced it as a one man show, I would have listened to it as such.
My
but
bad.
I was like,
that's on me.
man, is this gonna be funny or what?
He has a special called "Live from a Bowling Alley." That's pretty funny.
the one part where I like audibly like belly laughed. You could probably guess which part it was.
Pet store
Oh.
employees.
No, where he
No,
talks
that
about
was
like,
there.
oh, like my parents weren't loving, and then like I went over my Italian friend's house and everybody was just making out.
That was. I almost cracked a smile at that one.
I like full on like audibly laughed.
yeah.
I laughed at the part where he said he'll make Mike and Andrew leave their families and drive to Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. And pet store employees are the part that I laughed at was when he said pet store employees are forced to choose who dies.
That was good too.
I said 2 out of 10 for interesting perspective, but 0 for jokes.
That was more on me for not prefacing.
Well, I'll give it a 5, like right down the middle, because the storytelling was fantastic. I just didn't think he was that
I like
funny.
the voicemails from his autistic brother when he was like making him talk like Bert and Ernie and shit like that, and the whole intro.
And he
was, like,
chooses
the-
to talk that way.
Yeah, the Spider-Man intro.
Yeah, but
It was all right.
We also have our guests give us what they've been listening to, so we can report back on to next week. What have you been listening to lately? Genre doesn't matter. Year doesn't matter.
I'll give a bone to one of the only newer things I'm listening to fairly regularly is a band called Off the Wall from Detroit. They're I remember the band Annie Up. They used to play with Dead and Barry
Yeah,
back in the
Critter
day.
and
Critter and all
Critter
that.
and Matt's band.
So Critter is doing this band Off the Wall now.
Best
and-
lips I've ever
I
seen
mean,
in my entire life.
that's-
So kissable.
That's he's a lovable guy.
Yes, he is.
They got a new band doing Off the Wall, and it is it's not Detroit. I don't mean that in a disparaging
No,
way.
I know, Detroit has a sound.
Detroit has a sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're all that kind of beat down, overly heavy.
Yeah,
There's a time and a place for that, but like, it's not really my jam.
yeah.
Off the Wall is like kind of faster, upbeat, little Death Threat vibe. And not only do I like it because of the people that are in the band, it's so refreshing to hear that come out of that area. You know what I mean? And like, I've been watching them, you know, because they're buddies, like seeing the shows they're playing and stuff, and like the reactions they're getting, and it's like, this is good. This is good for the Midwest.
Yeah.
This is like, you know what I mean? Like, so give that a
I
give that
like
a
most
spin.
of the stuff
Do you have
I
an
heard
album
from-
name?
They have a demo, and they did just put out like a short EP.
Okay.
Listen, between both of them, it's like 12 minutes of
Yeah.
music, so it's not a long. I would just listen to both.
They have a Bandcamp?
I don't. They're definitely on Spotify.
Okay.
Detroit, I like most of the stuff I heard. It comes out, but it always sounds like two things: Cold as Life, or Walls of Jericho and Earth Mover.
Correct.
That it's always one of those two sounds.
Well, that Anadonia band is from Detroit too, and they're like young kids,
Mm-hmm.
Well, the young kids are just these days are just
and they just sound like Internal Bleeding.
a lot of like even like a lot of the young generation and like punk and hardcore, like throwing all the like every city kind of had its sound at one point, but now the current generations are just throwing all that shit out the window.
Mixed.
Like you don't like if you would have told me like
There's
nowadays all like the big like meatly metalcore bands are coming from Boston and like Connecticut, I'm like that's fucking
Yeah,
odd.
there's no regional sound
is.
anymore.
Yeah, but I kind of like that.
I guess.
So you kind of so you're not like always like expecting the same thing. It's a nice refreshing thing. It doesn't always work, but it's something different. Finally,
Ugh.
Michael, what do you got this week?
I'll just give you one record. Band's called Imploders.
Dog likes it.
Dog likes it, yeah.
Dog loves it. They have an album name?
It's called Targeted for Termination.
Tight. Targeted for Termination.
That's discrimination.
Another super fast, easy listen. It's a full LP, but you'll get through it in like I think it's under 20 minutes.
Yeah. Tommy, you got something?
I have kind of a curveball
Ooh.
this week. Speaking of
If it's a book on tape, I'm going to kick you.
it's not shoegazy, but it's
Shoegazy.
it's like dungeon synthy. I was in a weird headspace.
Feeling spooky.
Yeah, especially like
Spoopy.
if I drive to the hall first thing in the morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to hear anything.
It's
Largely,
kind
but
of
this,
funny. Imagine you going to the Union Hall, blue collar and shit, and you're listening to like spooky goth shit. Open the car door. That's all it's playing. All the guys looking at you like,
Dick's
"This
tucked between
Mary.
his legs.
This
It's-
is Mary."
It's turned me into a bit of a snob about it too, because there's a lot of these bands that came out in 2020, and they all sound like they came out in 2020 because it's very elementary.
Yeah, I'm
very,
locked
like,
in my house. I've got this little fucking.
I just
DAT
found
machine
Fruity
and a-
Loops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and shit. But there's a couple that are really good, and
I found this keytar in the attic.
the old ones, like the ones from the 80s, are fucking awesome. But anyway, this one is this artist's name is Suzanne Ciani. That's Ciani. The record
Suzanne with a Z or an S in the middle.
with a Z, and it's called
Ciani.
It's called The Velocity of Love.
CHIA.
N-I.
Sounds like one of your people, Mike.
Yeah, why do you think I just
What's it called?
did this?
The
Is that-
Velocity of Love.
The velocity of the earth.
Sounds like a fucking goth record.
And my other assignment is a band we've been brought before, brand new record, Snail Mail.
Oh, I was wondering when this
Yeah.
was going to come up.
The new record, Ricochet. Listen,
One less homework assignment I have to do. That's been in heavy rotation
Was
anyway.
that a Larry recommendation?
Was a Matt
I think once it
recommendation.
was.
No, it was Matt.
oh, was it?
Matt brought the old LP. This is
The
the
red
new
one?
one. That yeah.
RICHOCHET?
Yep.
Okay.
What are you trying to spell?
Autocorrect
Ricochet.
will fix it. I don't care.
It's got the red line under it, but I thought I spelled it right.
RICCOCHET.
I think it's
Double
one.
Cs.
No, it's 2 C's.
Hey, man, Google will tell you.
Ah, fuck it. I'll figure it out.
Google is
eventually.
free, man.
Oh, boy.
I went to college.
I did not.
Oh,
I have
I went twice.
I have
I
a-
didn't finish either
a comedy
time.
special. It actually is a comedy special this time, I promise. It's a guy named Shaun Murphy,
Okay.
and the special is called Long Story Thin. It's available on YouTube. And I'm kind of out of the loop with newer hardcore because just I'm out of the loop. I'm an old man. But I stumbled across this band after seeing their name on a lot of flyers. And the band's called World I Hate. And the album's called Total Nuclear Annihilation. And I am a huge fan of it.
Okay.
Ziggy, thank you for coming down.
Hey,
and
thanks
sitting
for
with us,
having me,
dude.
guys.
Anytime you want to come back, you're always welcome. We will have
Yes.
links to all the socials for Flipside, and we will repost all the flyers and stuff. And we'll have all
Appreciate
the
it.
links in the description of this episode. We thank everybody for joining us this week. If you want to support us on Patreon, extra episode a week. Patreon.com/IRRANDILL. And we'll see everybody next week. Thank you very much.
Hello,